Let's get this thing going.
Welcome to the fastest 2 hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Eric Johnson.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Why are you up so early?
Why are you up so early?
Early bird gets the worm. And also,
Going to be a terrific show.
Tuesday morning show.
It's a terrific Tuesday.
Tuesday.
That's terrific.
What's terrific?
My favorite show.
Favorite show.
Terrific. That's just terrific. This is just terrific.
Terrific Tuesday.
Let's get ready. It's showtime.
There we go. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. 8:03, 8:04 is our time. March 29th. As you guys said, where's March gone?
Jeez.
By Friday, when we say it's April 1st.
That'll just be
quick.
a joke.
Exactly.
Forgot about that.
We're already through. Yeah, when did Chris say he's coming back this way?
He said April Fool's Day, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a joke. Oh, man. April Fools.
You're listening to The Edge. He's not here, so I'm not going to say his name. Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Our listeners know where we're going with that. Our number ones. You found The Edge as he jumps into the show. Appreciate you joining us today. What do you know? Sun's still shining. It's a nice morning. The weather hasn't been warm, but...
No, but I heard it was supposed to rain, but it looks beautiful.
I know. We have not had the rain coming in yet, which is good news. Albert Pujols is back. Did you guys see any of the press conference?
I did not
At
see
least
any
he's-
of the press conference, though.
Is Albert ever going to call us?
I put in another text today. He was very busy yesterday. Did you see him kind of lumbering out onto the field yesterday?
It looked like he was lumbering.
Oh,
That's how he walks.
it was like
I was told he was healthy.
Ooh, man, he looked like Uncle Joe getting ready to go get an MRI.
You give me a bet. You bet, me, come on, man. Ming, just give me a bet. Whatever that is. I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to do my pool holes at the machine. I did hear a little bit of a word here yesterday.
A word?
Some inside gossip.
Ooh, I like gossip.
There might have been a rumor out there
A rumor.
that a Cardinal player had to push Cardinals management for this. Like Cardinals management were done. They'd wiped their hands of it.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Would it have been Yachty?
There's a certain somebody who showed up to camp 30 pounds heavy.
Wow,
That's Yachty Molina.
he didn't want to be the heaviest one in camp. So he said, "Get Albert, man."
Seriously, that might be a word out there that,
Really?
yeah, that he pushed for it. And that if you show up 30 pounds overweight, do you really feel like, or are you showing that you really feel like maybe you really want to go forward with this season?
As a catcher, 30 pounds on those knees is brutal.
Some would say Yachty was having second thoughts.
Second thoughts
About
on-
coming back this year?
Maybe.
Maybe Yachty
That
wanted to be the
doesn't
DH.
That doesn't bode
This is
for
the
his-
heaviest. This is the heaviest he's ever been. He showed up late, and
They said he was going through some stuff,
Yeah, well,
which is why
yeah.
he was late.
yeah. That's what the team reported.
So what's the stuff he was going through?
Whether I don't know. Let's just say there's a rumor he didn't want to come back.
Oh. That doesn't really fit his whole...
To this point in time,
Personality,
but look at his
yeah.
body. All you have to do is look at the decisions you start to make.
I don't know. It doesn't. Don't we all make a lot of weird...
not when you're a professional athlete like Yachty, not when you've ever been this heavy before, not when so much is expected as you as a catcher, because you can't be sloppy behind the plate. And he looked sloppy when he showed up. I mean, and I'm not trying to be mean,
I guess
but
I
he
didn't
did.
realize he was... Hold on.
They
As
need to
I
mic up the
Google.
umpires because every time he stands up, you're going to hear, ugh. Ugh. My
Paul
knees
says
hurt,
he's
man.
not fat. He's cultivating mass. Yeah. Whatever you say. Bill, and we appreciate you guys jumping on the Facebook line, 100.7 The Viper on Facebook. Share the show. You can also jump in on the streaming, viperrocks.com. Once again, viperrocks.com. or if you want to give Angela a call, you can at 636. It's Angela because she has 2 L's. The only person ever to spell her name Angela with 2 L's because that's how her mama wanted it.
I don't know about that. I'm the only person.
Mama says I'm going to put 2 L's in my name, so I'm going to put 2 L's in my name.
Did she ever call you Jella? Jella, get in
She
here.
did.
And
She
Jella.
actually did used to call me Jella when I was a little.
636-695-2915. 636-695-2915. Did you guys hear this? AP reporting that Mike Tyson's going to host the Oscars next year. Did you guys heir that? Yeah.
It's ludicrous.
No, I didn't hear that.
Nobody will coming up on the stage anymore. You come up, I knock you back in your seat.
I don't care if she's got alopecia. I don't care if she's got alopecia. Sit down, Will Smith. King Richard's going to get knocked out.
Bill. Thank you, Bill. Yes, I did hear that one yesterday. The memes were absolutely
I couldn't stop.
off the charts
After
yesterday.
I got off work, I could not stop looking at memes.
My favorite was a picture of Jesse Smollett. Will Smith slapped me too. Hence his lie in making up a hate crime to drive more division between races, specifically that of the white race and the black race. So you know what happened with Jesse. If you didn't, now you know.
Now this was rich black on black crime. They didn't that's really spilling over now. From Cabrini Green in Chicago to the stages in California.
Mm-hmm. That was all out there. Will really comes out of this unscathed. He really does. After he makes his next movie, it's over because Chris Rock didn't do anything. The Academy says, "Oh, we're looking at it." The Academy is a joke. Hollywood's a joke. Most of the actors and actresses in Hollywood are a joke. I didn't say all, most. The whole scene is a joke. And, of course, they're not going to do anything.
And
of course they're not.
Chris Rock apologized more than Will Smith did.
Wait, Chris Rock apologized?
Yes.
How did
Put
I
out
miss
a
that?
statement
I
and
didn't hear that.
apologized. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but like I said,
What did he apologize for? Not hitting him back?
For making the joke and saying, I'm sorry to my friends Will and
Well,
Jada.
I did. So, I like the TikTok. So I scrolled on the TikTok and I did notice that on my For You page, a lot of people were more anti-Chris than they were anti-Will because they thought the joke crossed a line. And then that's when we get into the whole thing of like, I thought the whole part of comedy was to cross
It is.
the line.
The problem is that if you put out enough messages, people go, oh, okay. In life now, something can be 100% wrong, but you'll find enough people to at least have 10 to 20% of the people. Oh, he should have done that. He should. No, you don't get it. If you're not, you can't just look at things. Most of America, you're dumb. You're stupid. You're ignorant. You're uninformed. And you're a surface person, meaning you don't look at things. Most of the TikTokers under the age of 30 don't know,
I would
don't
say
realize.
that these TikTokers that I saw had to be over 30.
I'm just talking about the most of the people on.
Okay.
Don't realize, don't get it. That's what that forum is.
Because I don't think people under 30 care about
you
Chris
don't
Rock.
because you don't go in and get all the praise and the accolades without the comedy. That's unless you scrap the whole comedy skit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're not going to scrap the whole comedy skit. You had 2 elitists. The Smiths are elite. They're elitist. They are elitist. They think they're better than everybody. Well, we can get all the praise and the accolades and everything else, but we don't have to come up here and take the jokes. They're not good people. They're just not. And they showed it the other night. Will Smith is not a good person. Dancing, partying, singing after
I saw
we
that
just
after
slapped a
party.
man. I mean, come on, he's not a good person. And it doesn't people will show you who they are.
He was dancing because he knew he got away with it.
Bingo.
He knew once he got up on stage and showed that hey, I deserve Best Actor. I can make myself cry on cue. And he gave that, yeah, it was.
The love and
seemed-
light thing?
Yeah, it seemed like a semi-genuine speech, but at the same time, he was trying to backpedal and be like, "Oh crap! I hope I didn't ruin my entire career."
Then his son tweeted out yesterday,
Oh, jeez. I can't wait for this.
No.
What did he say?
that's how we do it.
What's how we do it?
Like you biatcha slap somebody.
See, so
Because all that's being promoted by these
Yes.
idiots on TikTok, these dumbasses who try to stick up for it, is violence.
Well, okay, and
We went to a barber shop in St. Louis City, and they're,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I mean, it was probably 50-50. Yeah, you just can't say that, man. You can't say that. I mean, they were talking like
But can
that.
I
I'm like,
lead into that?
yeah, these people are just flat out idiots.
Can I lean into that?
You're an idiot if you don't think that Chris Rock had a right to do the jokes when everybody accepts the form when they walk in.
I think, though, if you're going to be one of those people who is like,
I know I'm spot on Facebook. Thank
that's
you.
how we do it, like we're violent, then punch him. Don't smack him.
No, that's
because
crap.
when you smack somebody, like that is like
That's a disrespect.
Yeah, that's more wimpy than
Wimpy.
punching you in the face.
Go back and look at it. He smacked him hard.
He did smack him hard, but that's
He
very.
smacked
that's
him hard.
I don't think that's manly.
It doesn't matter if it's manly. The problem is it's still violence, and it shows American youth.
I agree that violence isn't cool, but if we're gonna lean into the violence and like violence is cool.
Yep, as Fox, it's just Vic. If you slap somebody on Fox 2 because you were insulted, what they said you'd be in jail. He should be in jail.
Again,
Will Smith is a
I don't
felon for
think
what he
that's
just did.
how a lot of people though handle their situations. They're gonna handle it in different ways, right? So
Well, it doesn't matter how a lot of people do it. It's what's right and what's wrong. He committed a crime.
But in order
front
to
of the
commit
world.
that crime, Chris Rock has to be like, yes.
Yeah, of course.
So
Chris isn't gonna
But Chris
say
can't
yes.
because that would hurt his career. He got put in a bad situation. He didn't do it just because, it would kill his career if he did. Because then he's known as the guy, I press charges. Because that's how our
you don't
horrible
wanna press
society
charges,
is.
But I mean,
you guys are welcome. Somebody needs to say what needs to be said. There is no excuse for what Will Smith did, what his wife looking at him did, the whole thing. And anybody that sticks up for somebody slapping another in the name of love, you're an idiot. You're a flat-out idiot because there is no place for violence, and I will stand my ground. There is no place for violence ever, especially when you're a parent and you have kids watching that, especially in a society that has turned lawless, especially in a society that commits more crimes than we ever have. You can't allow anything because, once again, it's a slippery slope.
What should Will's repercussions be?
It should have started, in my opinion, the
Yeah.
Academy should have banned him for a while.
Yeah. He should have been removed.
He should have been. And you know what? 10 minutes later, you had all these idiots in Hollywood, idiots, clapping and cheering. Oh, he just won. He just slapped somebody.
They were all afraid he was going to come smack all that.
well, I think that's why they
Idiots.
didn't remove him because your TV, right?
I know
TV's
why they didn't
TV's
remove him.
wicked quick, right? And then he's coming up for an award that they probably already knew he was going to win.
If Brad Pitt slapped
How
somebody, they would have
awkward.
removed him.
I don't think they would have.
Yeah, they would have.
George Clooney either. I think George Clooney would have been if he was up for
You
the
know
next
what, though?
award.
Yes,
or whatever.
Facebook line. I
Brad
know
Pitt,
I'm
George
right.
Clooney wouldn't have done it.
Somebody needs to say it.
Brad
I've
Pitt
had
and George
enough
Clooney
of.
would have gone up and made fun of the
That's
fact
true,
that
but
they
I
made
brought
fun.
that name into it. Yeah, you're right. They wouldn't have.
They wouldn't have done it. And if it would have been somebody else,
This just shows you how messed up Hollywood is, how they're detached, how they have nothing in common with us. The fact that Will Smith's son tweeted out the next day, that's how we do it.
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
is not how you do it. You are an
How old do
entitled
you think
little
that kid is?
D-bag.
I don't know.
Jaden? Oh,
Yeah.
he was a karate
No,
kid.
I thought
so
he had
don't mess
another.
with
I thought
him.
it was another son who did it.
Oh, I thought it was Jaden.
Well, he has an
Oh.
older son that's like Trey.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's the
Trey.
older. It's the older son. The older son who did it.
Either way. But either Will Smith hits like a bitch or Chris Rock is a man, the way
Well,
he took
No,
that.
it was Jaden that tweeted it. That's how we do it.
Okay.
Jaden.
Punk. That's a punk. You know what?
Jaden
Human
is going to
being.
get smacked
And he
around
is-
by so many people.
He is 23 years old. Jaden is.
It's just sad because this is what's going on. This stuff wouldn't have been allowed 5-10 years ago, but
Oh,
now
no,
everybody does whatever the hell that they want to do, and it should be it's another wake up sign for society.
I was waiting for Chris.
We have nothing
To
in
say a
common
joke after
with
that.
the Hollywood elitist people. We don't. He did the best he could.
I know, but it was right there in the tip of. You can see it like when you watch it back 100 times because I did, right? But after Will says, "Keep my wife's name out of your blank mouth," you could see him think for a second, like, "Why don't you let other people keep?" And then he stopped.
Right.
He kind of stopped himself, like, "I'm not going to go there right now."
He could have torched him so
yeah,
bad.
and he knew
didn't.
he could have,
Yeah.
but he didn't because he's quick-witted like that.
No, he probably had 50 jokes
Well,
ready
here's
to
the
go.
thing: alopecia for a woman. Yeah, okay. Everybody does. Let's be real. The joke was hardly hardcore compared to what jokes people have to deal with in that setting. So if you don't like jokes, cancel the whole damn joke session, the opening monologue, which has been accepted universally by every one of the Hollywood elitists that walk into the room to be praised and put on their TV. Everything. They know it's not that serious of a joke. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break.
Who'd have thought that G.I. Jane would
And
have been
if
the
you
most
didn't want to
controversial
be
movie?
seen, yeah, exactly. So come on. Once again, there are people trying to stick up. That's why I respect the Stephen A. Smiths of the world who called him out
Yeah.
for hurting his entire race of African American men. And not just him, but several others. The River, I can't think of her name, in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. She did a tremendous article in the Post yesterday about how what Chris Smith did sends a horrible message to younger African American men in St. Louis. It was in the Post yesterday. Phenomenal article. So,
There was,
but Chris Rock won't burn, quote, his ass in his next special. He won't, because Chris is worried about being canceled by his own race because he was being called out by some in his own race yesterday. It's sad, but whatever. Demi Moore in G.I. Jane was a respected woman.
Did you find that?
I found the
Glenn
Jeff Ross.
Thompson.
Yeah.
So do you know who Jeff Ross is? Jeff Ross is
Yes.
a comedian, roastmaster general.
Jeff Ross is one of the funniest people on the planet.
He makes a living off roasting people and has alopecia.
Yeah, he said Rock should get a Nobel Peace Prize for keeping his hands down and not escalating the situation. He's a class act. If Jada wasn't feeling the jokes, Smith should have put his arms around her and let Rock finish. Anyway, I have alopecia, and it sucks. But when people make jokes, I laugh because that's life.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And that's a dude
or
who
you
makes
go have a
his
conversation with some, because once it's said, it's said.
Yeah. He's not the first person to be flamed. Can you imagine if Don Rickles,
But once
would've-
again, as as Angela brought up yesterday, there's no excuse for violence ever. But just think of how of a little of a man Will Smith feels like because his wife has not treated him
Right.
with the respect that a wife should from the get-go. They're in an open marriage, so it's already messed up in regards to other, the opportunities for.
The jokes write themselves at this point,
yeah.
especially when
And
someone
it's
says,
sad.
keep my wife's
I
name out of your
can't tell
mouth.
you how many Tupac.
When you know that she's been with all
Yes.
these other guys.
I can't tell you how many Tupac pictures I saw yesterday.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I mean,
Because-
she embarrassed him a long time ago, but whatever. I mean, it's sad. It just there's got to
But
be a
you
better
know
way to
that
do things.
there's going to be a red table talk about all this, and that is gonna have huge ratings.
And they're going to flame
Maybe.
Chris Rock,
I
probably.
didn't see ratings
Probably.
yesterday, but I know people tuned in afterwards. That's for sure.
Get jiggy
Oh,
with it
for
was
sure.
actually about Jada's love
but when
life.
Jada
not-
does her, my next red table talk is Will Smith talking about Chris Rock. People are going to tune into that.
They need to have the Academy, if you care, needs to have Chris Rock back next year as the host.
I would say that and let him just rip on everyone.
Well, he's not going.
They need to have Ricky Gervais come and do it. Because Ricky Gervais would have just been, he would have had that pint
Yeah,
in
but
his
Drew,
hand
but
and he
Drew,
would've-
here's Drew. A lot of times you miss the point. I love you, brother, but you miss the point. Everyone doesn't react the same. Some people will hurt you over making fun of them. Correct, on the street, not inside the Academy Awards, my friend. Not when that's accepted. Not when you go up and you sit in the front. That's what happens. That's what happens for everybody. You know that, bud.
Yeah.
Stop
and
trying and Drew, stop trying to stick up for Will. And I know why you're sticking up for him. So
I really
just
wanted
stop.
to try to stick up for the situation, but it's hard to because I get how hard
You can't
alopecia
stick up
is for women.
but you can't stick up for violence
But
ever.
you can't, yeah.
Especially
And not if it's going to be weak violence. Like I said again, if you're going to do violence, I need a closed fist, man.
Well, Candace clearly, they obviously have a broken marriage and have had it for a long time. And Chris Rock also said, first of all, Chris Rock had every right to make the joke that he did. It's accepted. That's the
and do we know
unwritten
that
rule of
Chris
accepted.
knew that she had?
He said he had zero idea.
So that makes it a lot different. He doesn't know that there's something
He
behind
had no
it.
idea, despite reports that she had published it.
Right, but
Doesn't matter.
maybe he didn't read it. Like I didn't know until yesterday.
Yes,
So-
Robert, Eric's one and done. We already know. With Eric, it all depends on when Delmar Gardens bus picks him up and when they drop him off and his handler. Sometimes it takes him a while to walk him by his hand up to our studio. We're not exactly right near the parking lot, so that's why Eric's not here. Sometimes the handler, they walk slow. Sometimes the stop at McDonald's to get their coffee and their McDonald's
You got to
cookies
wake him up
takes a
from
while.
the old bass player's home.
So that's
What's
where
that?
it is. Crystal says, I think the main point should be that it's not okay for her to take offense to a joke instead of seeing the compliment in it. I mean, Demi was hot in that movie, and that character made the girl feel like they are too. Yeah, but Demi did it for
Like
a
role.
movie.
Yeah.
She did it because
she did it because she's
her hair's
got no
like-
choice.
Yeah.
And that
so-
does suck. Like if you have hair, even as little hair as she had, and you're rubbing through it and you're like, what is this? What is like as a female, that freaks you out. There's
Well,
like a space
I'd like
that's
to
like that freaks you out.
Hey, Drew, it doesn't matter if
freaks
it's a
out as a
new
dude.
era.
I
You
would
don't
imagine it does.
you
but
don't
as a girl,
accept you don't accept something just because it's a new era. Drew, you call out violence. You don't just say, "Oh, that's how it's going to be." No, you got to continue to call it out and let younger people know, especially as Stephen A. Smith said, African American men. Not me saying this, Stephen A. Smith, that you can't. It's not allowed to go solve problems with violence. We already see what's happening right now with all the shootings, the murders, and so forth. People solving issues with violence. You don't solve it with violence. You call it out. You don't accept it just because it's a Hollywood star. And you don't accept it just because he cried, made impassioned speech, and then was partying. Check out the video of him partying afterwards. There was no remorse in what he
He was
did.
dancing.
Then his son comes out and said, "That's how we do it." I mean, come on. Come on.
That is not how Jaden does
Come
it. Because Chris Rock is a foot shorter
I
than Will
have
Smith,
more
and he would
faith
be-
in humanity.
Uh-huh.
You just need people to care enough to stand up and say something. Come on. Come on. Chris Rock, you get a 10.
Yeah, I think Chris Rock ends up looking cool in this.
I
He
don't
was able
know.
to hold his composure.
Yes.
I would have liked it better if he would have went with the jokes that I could see were on the tip of his tongue. However, he held his composure and tried to get the thing back on the track.
Somebody should have smacked Will Smith for doing that Wild Wild West movie. That's,
Hey,
he
what a
deserves
great-
to be smacked
what
a
a
whole
great-
bunch of times.
What
for
a
that.
great point from Jeff Nichols. This just shows you what a bully, and I repeat, a bully Will Smith is. Will Smith is a bully. Do you think he would have done it if Dwayne The Rock Johnson was on stage cracking jokes? Hell no, because Will Smith knows better. Will Smith took advantage of a situation because he knew he could. If Tupac was on the stage, he wouldn't have won. Okay, sorry, sir. Sorry, I'm Little Willie.
Yeah, well, Tupac
Me
would
and
have
my
had a whole
little
bunch
Willie
of
self.
people coming out. And
Me and my
rushing
little
Will Smith
Willie
after
self are
that.
going to go over here, and we're just going to cower under the table.
Yeah,
Hey,
The-
Drew, you're
the
100.
repercussions
Drew, you're
part.
100% wrong yet again.
What
Chris-
did Drew say now?
Chris was not wrong. Chris was forced to apologize. Back channels, if you study the situation, I can't get into it as to why he apologized, but there were people asking him to.
yeah.
And Chris Rock is a sweet man when it comes to those
I
situations.
was going to say, he always comes off looking like he's a really good dude. And he just comes off more looking like a good dude now. I don't believe he
John, if you
knew
want to
that
go
she
talk
had
COVID,
this.
go talk COVID with somebody else. There's nothing to talk. You know what there is to talk about COVID today? There were no deaths yesterday for the first time in 8 months attributed to COVID
Oh,
throughout the
that's
entire
good.
St. Louis area. So yeah, they do. Drew, they ask you to. Yes, they do.
Drew just needs to stop.
No,
Stop.
no,
He's making
Drew,
nonsense.
Drew is Drew. That's right. Drew needs to, Drew needs his little 2 minutes of fame. Drew, I'm sorry, buddy. There's never a place for violence, and you know better than that. I've had some good conversations with you. You're just trying to stir the pot today. But that's fine.
We always need a pot stir.
And you're not going to win this, especially with me, because I will take a stand when it comes. There's no place for violence. There's no place for condoning it, especially when you have kids. Do you have kids, Drew? If you have kids, then talk to me, and we'll talk about it.
What if you were offended by something that Drew said on this text line, and next time you saw him, you gave him an open hand smack?
He'd be knocked out.
Right. And what's
That would be a punch, not a smack.
Because I'm a pretty
should
strong
Drew
ass
apologize?
man.
Should Drew apologize to everybody for saying those things that offended you, and you smacked
that's right.
the taste out of his mouth?
I don't know. I agree with Michelle. I have a whole new respect for Chris Rock.
Apparently, Chris Rock is in Boston on Friday, and his tickets are $400 a piece now because people know
You know what? And
they're going to be jokes.
Oh, he's
and
gonna
they want to
say
see these
something.
jokes.
maybe.
I
I don't think Chris Rock wants to be. I don't think he wants to be associated with
it. He's got
it.
to do it.
He was just doing his normal thing, and then
but he's got
one
he
Hollywood
has to
elitist,
now.
Dave
took
offense.
Would. Dave Chappelle would be joking all of this.
Dave
all over
Chappelle
the
would have
place.
been on
Dave
at
would
a
have
local place.
slapped his ass back, is what Dave would have done.
He would have said that.
Chris
joke that was
Chris
right
is
there.
a little man. Chris is a physically little man.
Chappelle would
I
have
did
been
notice
on
that
stage
Will
somewhere
was
that night.
taller than Chris, but
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know
why
how tall either of these people
Bullies prey on situations they think they can dominate. I learned this in college. That's why you bully the bully, you aggress the aggressor, you attack the attacker. College football coach taught me that a long time ago.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
And Hollywood elitists
it
will
makes
act
sense. I'll go with it.
elite until somebody puts them in their place.
Well, I mean, there's always, even growing up, you were always taught, like, how do you take care of a bully? You either stand up to them or you smack that bully in the mouth when they come at you.
Yep.
And
You
they
have
don't
to.
like it because bullies generally are more scared than the
Bullies
person.
are predators.
Yeah.
And they will attack a situation they know that they can dominate, which is why Will Smith would have not gone on stage if it was
Will
Dwayne The
Smith
Rock.
is 6'2".
Yeah,
and
he's a
Chris
taller
Rock
man.
is 5'10".
I promise you, Chris Rock is not 5'10".
Well, this according to the internet.
I saw him in Detroit. Chris Rock's like 5'8".
I know that a lot of people lie on the internet about their height, but that's what the internet tells me.
Yes, Chris Rock's coming to St. Louis this summer. His tickets in the second row were about $200 a piece about 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
Okay.
So, and then you see in Boston, they're $400. I wonder what they're going to go
I
up
wonder
to in
what
St.
they
Louis,
are
if
now.
everybody wants to see him. So.
I'd go see him. I didn't realize he was coming to town, though. Like, it's not something I would, think about and, go instantly buy. But now I kind of want to go see him.
Well, we got a lot to talk about today, as we always do. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Brendan Shanahan's here. Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. We've got all kinds of national news to get to. Do you have a problem with the president of the free world, or the alleged president of the free world, still using cue cards to talk about Putin? President Biden was caught using cue cards again yesterday to answer some of his comments from over the weekend. He's like...
answering the questions or just
answering
the
the
speech?
questions.
Oh.
So he was using that. Does that... Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll see. Another tax came out, or he wants another tax yesterday in the middle of inflation.
Who does he want to tax now?
Well, he says billionaires, but
okay.
we'll see. Charlie Brennan retiring after 34 years, legendary voice of KMOX in St. Louis. Incredible talent on the radio. Tough to fill those shoes, that's for sure. Lots to get to. Plus, we'll take your questions. Keep them coming on the Facebook line, 100.7 The Viper. Give us a call as well, 636-695-2915. And as always, you can stream us at ViperRocks.com. It's March 29th. It's 8:30. Back with more right after this.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the painting, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
With everything going on today, it's easy to forget to take care of ourselves. Compass Health Network is here to help. We provide a wide range of mental health, primary care, and dental services for the entire family. Whether you need to talk to a therapist, get a routine health checkup, or have a filling replaced, Compass Health Network is here for you in person or virtually. Call 844-853-8937 to schedule an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again. Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill. I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code FALL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FALL.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Eric Johnson's here. Eric Johnson's here.
Wait, what? It's like, is it like Beetlejuice? If we say it 3 times, he shows
Brendan
up.
Johnson's here. Angela's here as well. Vic Faust of Fox 2.
It's the Morning Edge with Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson, Eric Johnson, and Eric Johnson.
Did we say that Eric Johnson is here yet? This is the Morning Edge with Eric Johnson.
It's like Beetlejuice.
If you can't get enough of Eric Johnson, go to his Facebook page, Eric Johnson, and talk to him all day long. Eric Johnson.
Look, I get the first damn thing in the marquee, but my mic's not on. I'll take the last. Did she just say Beetlejuice?
It's like Beetlejuice.
Yes.
If we say your name 3 times, you appear.
That's the funniest thing
You'll
I've heard
show
all
up.
morning.
You'll
That's
show
the
up.
Funny. That's so funny. Settle down.
He's here. He's here. He's here. Real quick, guys. The list of outdated slang terms.
Oh, I like
Are
this.
they still here?
All right, I'm ready.
The terms that should make a comeback.
They should make it. That means they're already
They're
out.
outdated.
Okay.
Some of these, though, people still say.
All right, let's see.
I've never heard of the phrase on fleek.
Okay, I have.
Yeah.
Never.
How would you use the word? How would you use that? On
It
fleek?
means
Like,
it's,
that outfit's on fleek.
yeah,
man.
you're looking good. You're on fleek.
Yeah.
on fleek.
How old is that?
It's new.
Apparently, somebody wants
It's
it back.
new and it's already over?
It's new and apparently it's over.
I didn't think this word has ever left, and I didn't think that it was outdated. Tripping. I still hear people say
Oh,
it.
dude, you tripping.
I think that's more of like a
80s thing.
It is an 80s thing, but I also think it's like a stoner thing. So, like, if you're a current stoner, you probably also use the word
Yeah, but
trippin'.
it wasn't like that. It wasn't. A tripping was different. Like when they would see, like, oh, bitches be tripping. You
Well,
know,
right.
they be tripping.
How about word?
Hey, nobody says word.
Yeah, they do.
That should not come back.
Yes, they do.
No, I don't. I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give way to her.
Okay, boo.
Yeah. What about what's up?
Yeah.
Like you're my boo.
Boo.
Okay. I don't really want that one back
I
either.
don't like
but that's
boo
fine.
and I don't like bay. I don't like boo and I don't like bad.
Fly.
So fly.
Fly.
Okay, I can handle fly coming back.
The next word I use still, and say what you want about me. Tight. That's tight.
Oh, dude, that's so tight. No.
That's on.
I
Fleek
don't
that
say
you
it,
say it's
but
tight.
but it's fair.
And YOLO.
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 Yeah, YOLO's dumb. The one thing
Bomb.
like
That's
fresh.
the bomb.
Fresh.
Prince.
Turn up. Fly.
Turn up is coming back because I use that a lot.
turned. You mean turned up?
Yeah, I
Turned
use that a
up.
lot.
Turned up.
The only one that freaks me out that I don't exactly know how to use is fire.
Sure
That's
you
fire.
do.
That's fire.
Yeah, you just did.
No,
it.
I know, but
you
I
just
always
did it.
I know, but I wanted to say that's so fire.
You can
But
say so
no.
in front of the
Oh,
word
you can put the
fire.
word so in there?
Why, sure, why not?
Oh, that's so fire.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Just
That's
like
the one
some-
that confuses me a little
That's
bit.
so tight. Oh man, that's
tight.
That's tight. That's so tight.
Hey, Eric, I found a better radio job for you than this one, and it starts a little bit later in the day.
I'm there.
Okay, and this is instead of continually talking about being mayor of St. Louis, which we know is never going to happen,
Well, bite your tongue.
run for your local office
He just
because
wants us to appoint him.
we
to
know
mayor
that
of
that's
St.
not
Louis.
going to happen.
For like a day. No
A
big
day?
deal.
Give me a month.
I'll
Go ahead.
Get you a whole month.
Radio legend Charlie Brennan, after 34 years in St. Louis, 40 overall, is leaving Camo X in May. He's leaving.
On top.
Yeah, there's a midday show. They start a little bit later. We figured you could ease into that time slot.
I couldn't do the Camo X crowd. They would not like me
I'm
very
assuming
much.
It's
that
time
since
for
it's
Camo X
announced,
to
they
change.
know
They're
who-
tried
they're-
to change. They tried to change.
Yeah, but it
remember?
takes time.
No. First of all, I would never mess
They're
with
the
the
only
integrity of Camo X.
You would never drive down into the city every day.
No.
That's
Well,
really
no,
where,
that's-
that's really where it stops for Aaron.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. I would.
No, you
Trust me.
wouldn't.
That is legendary music, or not music, radio in St. Louis. It's legendary worldwide, Camo X. So Charlie Brennan, man, there is no more legends down there. That's it. Is there?
Well, but here's the thing, though, Eric. In media these days, nothing is, quote, what it used to be because there's so many choices. You can't say or act or do the job like you used to be able to do because of how society has changed. That's the same thing in local news. It's the same thing on national news. And then when you flood the markets with 1,000 different media sources, there is no, quote, leader anymore.
I don't know,
There
man.
is no
So-
expert anymore for anybody 60 and under.
No,
there
I think
just
you're
isn't.
wrong. You're right. You're
There
all right.
isn't.
But I always think of radio.
That's why. Oh, well, we used to have this, and it's because you had three choices.
You're fair. What you're saying is
and
absolutely
everybody
fair,
you didn't have
Vic.
phones to get news. Everybody had to go tune in.
Right, you
Now,
had to listen.
now you actually have to be creative. You have to draw people in because you're not the only place by default.
Right.
It's
Right.
changed.
Considering that they're making you do TikToks, having
And-
TikToks.
Oh yeah,
I started following you on the TikTok, by the way.
Well, because they've asked us to
I
do
need to do
TikTok
that.
now.
I need to do that.
TikTok now.
I
Vic,
started
I
following
gotta do that.
TikTok.
I'm gonna start I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do my first video.
I think you should do it with Eric.
You should
I am literally going to challenge. I'm going to let the Chinese surveil me to actually follow you on TikTok. I am. But let me get back to Camo X real quick.
Yes, Charlie Brennan.
Since he's leaving, they must already know
Let's
who's
go.
taking his place.
No, they have not said that yet.
Oh, but they know. They
No,
just haven't
Camo
told me
X has
yet.
a
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. They did not
Okay.
say in the article.
Okay.
No. When you that's a lifetime appointment, Camo X. I'm telling you right now. That is. So you know what? We have a guy that works in the studio that actually is very affiliated with Camo X. You've worked with those guys
Yes,
a lot.
I
haven't you?
worked there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
He's worked everywhere.
He filled in for Charlie.
here's
he
the deal.
literally has worked everywhere.
I did not.
He
I
has.
did not fill in for Charlie.
Here's the deal.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, he
I
said-
filled in for Glover.
You worked
Oh,
with Dave Glover.
okay.
Radio is the voice of your community. That's what I look at radio as. Radio is the sounding board. It is still important. They've been trying to put a death nail in the radio for the last 20 years. Oh, look at this. You got streaming media in your car now. That's over. Sirius is going to blow everything apart. It still hasn't done that. Now,
Not completely,
As it-
but
it's-
it has put a dent in it.
it's
Eric.
put a big dent in
and
it.
especially if you do the research on podcast and what podcasting has done.
And you can reinvent this industry. Like Vic said, you can put a podcast. You look, a lot of our audience is from worldwide. It's streaming. We are literally talking to people in other countries right now, not just St. Louis. But back to St. Louis. This is how awesome would it be to be in media, to be in the same chair as a Jack Buck, or as a Bob Costas, or as a
But it's
Charlie
different.
Brennan.
It's different now, Eric, because there's like must-see TV. There's no appointment.
Yeah.
There's no appointment TV. There's no appointment radio
It is
because
all- Eric,
you can consume
you
it
need to
at
come sit
any
in.
time.
Eric,
You're
you
right.
come in and sit in these consultant meetings with me.
Right.
On the average person's consumption of
Yes.
any sort of media or any sort of television entertainment through electronic. It's all different. It's all changed.
You would be so surprised.
I'm shocked that we get the ratings as the number one station in St. Louis as we do still with all of the choices that you have out there.
But you would be shocked.
And our lives have changed.
You would
We're on
be
the go.
shocked. You would be
makes
shocked.
sense.
You would be shocked. Shocked. As a matter of fact, I hope you guys come out to the Bottleneck this weekend.
Wait, will we be shocked?
Yeah, I had to overemphasize this
Okay.
one. So I'm getting ready to play on any given Saturday night with Platinum Rock Legends. I'm doing my thing. I am literally, from the time that I get there, when people are starting to get in, inundated with what I say on this on just this little radio ass station. And I think that people
Do any of them want to sponsor?
Radio
I will ask them. I will ask them. But people want to hear and they want to have a conversation about things that are important to them. Don't let anybody kid you. It's something you can't get out of satellite radio. You can't get it out of local news television. You can't get it out of Facebook. Radio is still a very important medium, and it will be, I think.
Of course, it is. But the fact that you can consume things at any given time makes things changing and evolving.
Eric, just put it this way, as Angela brought up earlier. We were asked by our web team to please consider getting TikTok, because if you want to reach everybody you possibly can as we're moving forward, please get an account right now. Send us your name so we can put you into our list and continue to promote news and who you are.
Are you
that way as
excited
well.
about that?
No. Hell no.
Really?
I mean, Eric.
You guys did the
Eric,
Facebook thing? You did the Facebook thing?
Let me
But
tell you
the
why.
theory is that somebody will see him on TikTok and be like, "Oh, I gotta watch Fox 2."
Here's why.
at
Eric.
whatever
pretty
time he's
cheesy.
on.
That's pretty
but,
cheesy.
But
That is.
you get the viewers wherever you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's cheesy.
And you're an advertising guy. What's the number one age group? What is the, you know what ratings are? I'm just to let everybody know if you don't realize that. And if you're younger than 25 or older than 54, I'm sorry.
You're not in the group.
But the number one rating group, of which all TV stations go by because of advertising
18 to
dollars, is
35.
no.
What?
It's changing that way. It's 25 to 54. It's people 25 to 54.
I wonder why that is.
The soccer moms are on there.
People
Those
25
are
to
the people with the
54
money.
are the ratings that we look at.
Really?
People with the money to
Followed
spend.
closely by that 18 to 35.
Yeah. It's very interesting. It is a science.
And
no
that's
doubt.
so here's why I'm not excited, Eric. And it's simple. Because now not only do we have to show up and do the job of a journalist every day, whether it's going to do the stories or anchoring as they do at 5 and 9, then you're trying to reach people on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, sometimes Snap, and now TikTok. Do you know how busy we freaking are constantly?
I can't imagine.
You can't have 5, 6, 7, 8 masters and be damn good at everything that you do.
But you're a content creator now.
Correct. That's what my point was earlier.
I
But you haven't
know.
he hasn't posted anything yet.
It's exactly
Not
the
on
opposite of
TikTok.
your
Not on
job.
TikTok.
I'm
So
still
on-
trying to figure it out.
On TikTok, if you have any suggestions for what Vic should do with
Yes!
his first TikTok,
I love this.
you should
It's got to be.
message us.
It's got to be something news related.
It's VicTalk.
Does it really?
VicTalk. What do you mean? The name?
Yeah, we're calling it VicTalk from now on.
Can
How
I-
about we
can I
do-
change my name?
Well, yeah.
Well,
How
you're
about
already
we-
Vic Faust on the
I got
TikTok.
it.
I'm already Vic J. Faust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I
following
got it.
you.
How about Save St. Louis by Vic Faust? And you could do
I don't know.
stories on how dilapidated this city is and how you're going to fix it.
You need to make up a dance.
This is, I did not come up with a bad idea. That was a good idea.
I don't think he should dance.
Save St. Louis.
No,
But
I'm
I
not.
think
No,
he
we
should
don't
do-
dance.
Save
Only-
St. Louis.
Can I? People who've gotten on
Dancing.
TikTok?
Yes.
The only people who dance are morning anchors. I'm sorry. That's who you don't
I
see.
gave you
Because
your
they're
thing.
allowed to be more fun.
Evening anchors do not
Yeah.
dance.
The weather guys need to do like weather dances. It's a rainy, rainy day. Clap, clap.
No, there's no. Vic is not going to be dancing on the TikTok.
No,
I don't know.
no. Well, you could do the Magic Mike thing.
No, not as an anchor.
Wait, that's for his OnlyFans. That happens later.
Yanks off the clip-on tie.
Yeah, that's later. That's OnlyFans. That's later.
I got it.
when
Stripping
he's done
anchor.
with his life.
Stripping anchor. By
That's
the
when he's
time
done
They
with
have
this
that.
world.
It's called
By
the
the-
Naked News.
not in St. Louis.
Yeah, look it up. You can get it anywhere.
You've lost your mind.
And Mandy Murphy comes and takes all your clothes and washes them while you're doing the
Wait.
dishes.
Why did we have to bring poor
makes pumpkin
Mandy
bread.
into that?
It
By
makes
the way,
pumpkin
Mandy had a blast. By
Good.
the way, my
She's
colleague
awesome. She's
joined us on
awesome.
Friday.
Yeah, I liked having her on. She was fun.
And then we never talked about that. It's like I had to save her. You're like, well, what do you think about schools and critical race theory?
Come on, man.
I was like, Eric, that's not why
No
she came on
bullcrap.
here.
You said it was game on.
It was
You said
game on for
game
questions
on.
about her, not critical race
come
theory.
On, come on. She is in a great position to say, yeah, I've seen everything. This is ridiculous. I love that. And she did a good job. She's
She
like,
did a good job of walking around the question.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that
exactly.
was brilliant.
Because if I would have been asked the question,
Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, if you
Bull
would have
crap.
asked me that question, how
Because
would I have gotten
Anchor-
out of it?
do
Because
you
they're
hear
not
me
allowed
giving
to
my
have an
opinion on?
yes,
critical
you
race-
say things
No,
are
I don't.
ridiculous all the time.
No.
He says things are ridiculous, like Will Smith smacking Chris Rock.
Yes,
is
that's
ridiculous.
the only thing I would stand
He
up
doesn't
on.
say things
Because
are
that's not a
ridiculous, like
yes, that's not a political
political.
issue.
Yeah.
That was a violence issue. If I see a crime committed, I'll call it out. Vic Burgundy.
Maybe that's what you should do. That should be your first TikTok.
Stay
It's-
classy, St. Louis.
You should like.
Angela, this is going to be so much fun. We're going to feed you stuff
Yeah.
all day long.
That should be your first TikTok.
Well, then it would be a group TikTok.
It has to be.
Well, no, he
Guess
can't
the
do
wrong
it here. You
headline.
gotta do it at Fox
What would a
too.
Vic Burgundy?
Guess the right headline. You have to two truths and a lie. So you do 2 true headlines and 1 fake one. There you go.
That's pretty good too.
That's not bad.
That sounds like that would take a long time to try. I
Are
need
you
to.
friends
No, it
with the
wouldn't.
prompter people?
Yeah, because that's me.
Oh, you are. You run your own.
We
prompter?
run our own. That's how much times have changed.
Yeah.
We run our own prompters, and yes, we
Wow.
write and approve our own stories.
So do you put it in the prompter yourself?
No,
Like what
it's in
you're
a
gonna
ru-
say?
Well, it's in a rundown. Yeah,
It's a. That was
it's in
already
a
written.
rundown. Yeah, no, it's written or we write it or
Is
we
there
go over
ever
it.
ad-libbing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're the last line of defense.
Although,
Dude,
here's one thing that I do have to say. I'm very impressed. It'll be in the middle of the news.
Okay.
In the
Look,
middle of a newscast, Vic is on the air, and suddenly you'll get like text from him. Like,
No,
you know,
it's only commercials.
oh, okay.
Commercials.
Yeah, well, I mean,
If it's
still
serious.
during that time, like, hey,
Brendan, it's
Tune
much
into
like
this.
what we did on radio, like all the time. Like
Absolutely.
you would be on the radio, and then you'd go to a block of songs, and
I
I'd
would-
be like, "What word do you want me to say in the next?" I used to
Right.
do that all the time.
but it'll be something relating to what the show is. Like, hey, we've got a great story coming up. Make sure you check it out.
now I know that is a laugh that is off.
Oh my
off-
God.
He's laughing at
Can I-
Facebook for some
A
reason.
friend of mine just.
Oh no,
This is-
personal.
It's a text message.
Can't see it. Stay classy, St. Louis. Oh, you are already game on. You got to show that. Yes,
I am showing it. That's what was just sent to me by my good
I
friend.
love it. It should be go
My good
F
friend
yourself,
Joel.
Los Angeles.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, Vic
I'm ready for
Burgundy.
your first TikTok.
Dude, we could make so much cash off of this. Let's do this.
Yeah, if we could, then I would.
Seriously,
I don't
let's
think
do
they're
it.
allowed to make money off the TikTok.
Oh yeah, unless you got a ton of followers, like our friend.
Yeah, but are
Kelly.
you allowed to do that?
If it's a private contract,
But it's not. You're Vic Faust of Fox 2.
Yeah,
maybe.
You're
maybe not.
You're a slave.
Maybe not.
That's
in
true.
your. It's in your private, but
You're
it's
like
in your
Prince.
private.
You're like Prince.
And
It's-
TikTok doesn't pay as much as like Instagram or
Right.
Facebook.
Oh, still
Just
they
for-
don't. What? I don't even have any idea what
The
kind of money they pay.
algorithms are totally
Just for
different.
fun
Like,
This
fact.
is fantastic. Okay.
If you guys are
All right.
trying to make money being a content creator, TikTok is not where you're going to make your money. You
All
might
right.
get a following from TikTok that you can bring to your Instagram, but Instagram pays higher than TikTok.
and then YouTube pays higher than that.
Yes.
But
I
it's-
need to find out where Elliot
What?
Davis's TikTok is right now.
He doesn't have one.
Well, he's going to have
He's going to
one.
have to have one, right?
Do
Do you not all have
maybe.
to have one?
Well, they
Elliot-
begged us to.
Elliot
Oh,
Davis
so
is
you're just being like a good little puppy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do what I'm asked to do. That's a good-
Elliot is going to come up with something that is so rock star. I cannot
No,
wait for
but
this.
Elliot, who knows how long Elliot will still work? So who knows?
That's not very nice.
No, that's not negative. He's been doing it a long time.
Okay.
He said it's so sad. That's not very nice. Like
Anyway.
you were really hurting his feelings over
I
there.
know.
Offer online autographs. That sounds like something Eric could do, not
No,
me.
not me. Not me.
Have you had a lot of people DM you for your autograph?
No, never. Like 2 people ever. No.
Like in the whole history of time.
Yeah.
Do you
People
ever
don't-
get those where the kids write the letters?
Yeah, well, they
And
use
they'll be
more. Well, kids don't know how to write anymore, so
true.
they don't send.
I
letters.
got it.
Out of class any longer. There is no longer
Vic
a writing
Faust.
class.
They would have to email you or text.
Vic
you.
Faust shows up to your kid's birthday party
Okay, we're not.
On
He's not
TikTok.
a mascot.
and
he's
does
not
the
Fox
news
2 mascot.
and
Yeah.
does the
He's
news.
just trying to get more people to watch his news. He's not trying to be like the mascot.
He's not trying. He's not working
Hey,
the 12
if
plus
I
numbers.
got paid to show up at parties,
and do the news.
what, do the kids don't want to hear the news?
Brought to you by Edible Arrangements. Vic brings you a whole bunch of like
I'm glad-
skewered pineapples.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
actually,
glad you
if-
said edible
If you were going
arrangements.
to bring us pineapples,
Vic's bringing your gummies. Oh my god!
How about bougie news with Vic Faust?
okay, what does bougie
Yeah.
news even?
Yeah,
It
what
would
is
be where
bougie
you go to
news?
your $billion friends around St. Louis and you just sit around their massive
Okay,
houses.
no, actually, I'm interested. I'm tuning in now. I take it
Okay,
back.
this
Originally,
is-
I wasn't
All
on
right,
board,
this
but
is-
now I'm watching.
Look, people want to get back
Sorry,
to COVID.
I am.
They want
I,
to get.
I am the pine scum of all of my friends. Sorry.
At least you're there. At least you're there.
Friends with some nice digs.
Yes, that's
so
not
I
me.
wouldn't
That's
mind
them.
looking at their houses.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to go F yourself, Chicago. Vic Burgundy.
Hey now.
Yeah, I know. I was messing with you.
Hey
All right.
now.
We've kind of been off the tracks. A
I
little
know.
bit,
We
little
got to
bit
get back
different
to
today.
real news.
I do have.
It is real news. It's just lighter news.
It is great. No, this is fantastic. I cannot wait for this.
And by the way, I agree. John Parker keeps suit shaming Elliot. Elliot lost like 30 pounds. It's awesome of him.
Good for him.
Not only did Mandy lose a bunch of weight, Elliot did too. So John Parker's always ripping. So Elliot needs to go get some new suits.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. If you're going to be on TV, make yourself look presentable. Don't have the suits that are 3 times too big for you. I get it. That I finally agree with John Parker on one time. All right.
Hey, we'll take a break. I promise you, the Fastest 2 Hours Morning Talk Radio will continue right after this. Eric Johnson will come back with some more Eric Johnson. The rest of us will just fill in whenever we can.
And I have Chris Rock's response to what happened the other night.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444. dryoureyes.com.
Hey, it's Shanny for Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascot's Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials: a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Travers Automotive and RV grand opening in Wentzville across the highway from the GM plant is happening right now. We have a selection of over 1,000 new late model cars and trucks with new vehicles arriving daily. Shop from all makes, all models with financing for everyone. Looking for an RV? We also have over 200 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes from Mesa Ridge, Open Range, KZ, Winnebago, Dutchman, and a great selection of used RVs. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or RV, make Travers Automotive RV your one-stop destination. Located off Highway 70 at the Highway A exit.
Taco Bell presents a get-out-of-bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell, because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. We've got a big-time warm-up on this Tuesday. More clouds and sunshine, windy and warmer. You're going to really notice it this afternoon. 69, 70. It's a little chilly out the door, though, this morning. There might be a spot limited shower today, but think mainly a dry day on this Tuesday. Tuesday night, cloudy, windy, but just a couple of showers here and there, 54. The main rain event is Wednesday and Wednesday night. Wednesday, windy with periods of rain, some rumbles of thunder, temperatures in the 60s. Wednesday night, windy with rain showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Getting colder late Wednesday night, 40 degrees for the low. Thursday is windy and chilly with lots of clouds, 49. Friday, sunny and 59. Right now, it looks like another batch of showers on Saturday, but Sunday looking okay. Temperatures mainly in the 50s over the weekend. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to your headlines. 9 o'clock on this March 29th, Tuesday. Unfortunately, new teachers in Missouri might not get the pay raise that Governor Parson is hoping for after a few Republican lawmakers are hesitant about the plan. The chairman of the House Budget Committee, Representative Cody Smith from Carthage, said, yeah, he's for the teacher pays, but he's going to remove the governor's request of raising the starting teacher's pay because the way that it's being put into plan doesn't make sense, apparently. Right now, they got to figure something out because Missouri teachers are the lowest paid in America. And if you're the lowest paid in anything, you got to make it work somehow, some way. Starting teachers in the state of Missouri only make $25,000 a year. We're losing great teachers in the public school system. Governor Parson wants to up that to $38,000 a year for new educators for where they start. He says, quote, half our new teachers leave the profession by their fifth years. It's unacceptable. We must do better. And it's all because of an inability to support themselves being a teacher. City leaders in St. Louis are meeting again today to plan to spend millions of the federal dollars from the American Rescue Plan Act. The city's top fiscal body, the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, says that they're probably going to put $37 million of it $57 million of it towards North St. Louis to try to make North St. Louis a better place. Anheuser-Busch heiress Trudy Busch Valentine has filed to run for the U.S. Senate as a Democrat. We've talked all about the Republicans. Well, Trudy now running as a Democrat. She's the daughter of the late Gussie Busch. Now, former state senator Scott Sifton, who was arguably considered to be the top Democratic candidate, has dropped out of the race after she filed, and he's endorsing her. Some of the other Democratic candidates include Lucas Coons. Several Republicans also seeking to replace the retiring U.S. Senator Roy Blunt, who we've talked about several times. We already know that. Also, from a sports standpoint, really quick, Albert Pujols is back. He talked yesterday. He said this is for sure his last year. The Blues dominated Vancouver last night. That's the Blues we want to see. Billy Husso was amazing, 36 saves. And now all NFL teams must hire a minority offensive coach, either female or of ethnic background. That's Look at Your Morning Headlines. I'm Vic Faust.
All right, I got some birthdays for you. Lucy Lawless. She
Lucy!
was Xena Warrior Princess.
Xena!
She is 54 today. John Popper from Blues Traveler. I have a photo with him from a while back in the day.
Was it Big John Popper or
With the
Skinny
big
John
beard?
Popper?
With the big beard?
I have a photo with the skinny John Popper.
Skinny John Popper.
Yes, he is turning 56 today. Jill Goodacre.
I don't know who that is.
She was a former supermodel. She's married
Yeah.
to Harry Connick Jr. She was in a Friends episode where she was stuck in the vestibule with Matthew Perry's character.
Oh, yeah, in the bank ATM.
I'm in the bank with Jill Goodacre. And he like
Jill, her
mumbles
name's
it.
Jill Goodacre?
Goodacre.
Goodacre, and she's married to Harry?
Uh-huh. She is 58 today. Another supermodel, Ellie McPherson, is also 58 today.
Ellie, or Elle McPherson?
L. They are both 58 today, so I guess today was a good day to make supermodel babies, if that's what you were doing. I don't know this guy, but Perry Farrell.
Perry Farrell of Jane's Addiction.
Yeah.
Lollapalooza.
Don't know him, but he is 63 today. So those are
Jane's
our...
Addiction, people are in their 60s now. Wow.
Well, their first, like, Been Caught Stealing was 1979.
That song, what?
Yeah. Jane's Addiction they had a song, like, one of their big hits is 1979.
Well, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday to all our famous birthdays.
Perry Farrell, I met him one time backstage, and he was wearing a red leather jumpsuit, drinking Red Bull out of a chalice.
I kind of dig
Well,
everything
how long ago
that's
was
happening
that?
in my
If
head.
so, it couldn't have been that long ago.
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
Red Bull.
It was when Red Bull was first out. Like, this was probably 01, 02.
I love everything that's happening in my head. I still don't know who the guy is, but it sounds cool to me.
You know, Been Caught Stealing once
when I was 5.
Nope.
No.
Don't know it.
You've been to Lollapalooza?
Nope. Never been to Lollapalooza.
He created Lollapalooza.
Oh, that's kind of cool. All right,
Yeah.
hey.
So he was kind of like Lollapalooza was one of the big festivals that first kind of came back after like the Woodstock 95 and all that went crap. Well, he created Lollapalooza, and it was for mostly all the alternative acts and stuff like that. Huh. And it was like all like it was music and entertainment, like so that you'd have all like the circus sideshows in the when you're walking up alongside like Riverport back then. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's cool. Okay. Happy birthday, famous people.
Do I start talking?
Oh,
to
and my
there we go.
grandfather.
Oh, nice.
All right, birthdays are over.
Birthdays are done, son. We'll come back for your birthdays tomorrow, March 30th. But today is the 29th, 9:06. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio anywhere. Eric Johnson's here. Eric Johnson's here. Eric Johnson is here. Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust just filling in the spots when we can, but it is the Eric Johnson Show.
Look, I think you guys
And
are
it is
overdoing this a little bit.
No, I love it.
No.
We're not going to stop.
just a little bit.
Look, I understand that in my band PRL, I'm just the bass player, but I want to be introduced before the roadies. Thank you.
And it is what we do. We
You
have
just
fun.
called me and Chris roadies.
On lead roadie.
We educate. We entertain.
And the bass player, whatever, there, Eric.
And
whatever.
we inform. And we have a blast doing it, trying to get your day started off the best that we can. Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. We're on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. We're also on a streaming service. You can catch us at viperrocks.com, viperrocks.com. And, of course, if you want to give us a call and do what the people did in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, you can give Angela a call at 636-695-2915. Brendan, what are you doing? People can't see you, but...
I think he's recording something.
Oh, it's supposed to be there. I had something recorded special for Eric.
Oh, I didn't know if it was in there.
No. We capping on Eric time is over.
Somebody stopped me at the last
Capping. Now
ambush
that is
game.
another. Now that's a slang term that needs to go away.
No, I like capping.
Somebody stopped me at the last ambush game and told me that we're on all sorts of different apps for your radio, and that's where they listen to us. So.
What? Let me know. I know we're on
Yeah.
YouTube.
He was
The
like, you
Morning
gotta
Edge.
tell. He actually said you have to tell Vic, and I was like, I will, but my memory works very badly, so I remember who it was I was.
Well,
speaking
if the
to,
owner of the station actually knew, it would help.
but I don't remember what app he said we were on.
If the owner of the station knew, maybe the owner could tell us.
It's my old River Otter friends.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that they're listening to you.
Well, they were already listening. They were just surprised when I showed up. They were listening well pre me.
They're like, oh, and Angela just showed up.
They were like, oh, we were like, hey, that's what happened to Angela.
And we are back. Seriously, let me do this right. We'll start it over here. The fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio with Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, and I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Is that better?
No, I don't know that I like this very much.
You
started it.
What do you mean
See,
you don't like this?
Because I still think he started from the bottom and went up this time instead of the top and going down. So we'll have to talk about this off the air.
I think he wants.
He wants to be in the sandwich. He wants to be the pimento loaf.
I just made
in the
you
middle of that
first.
thing.
Eric was first.
We talked about this. The
We always say
bookends are the
Eric's.
best.
We always say Eric's
I'm cool.
first.
I'm cool. Let's go ahead. Talk about some COVID.
See,
Go ahead.
the first name you hear under
No, I'm good.
Angela's. We already talked about COVID. There's nothing to talk about
I know.
outside of the fact that yesterday, Pfizer and Moderna said you're going to need a fourth booster now.
Awesome.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they said that Fauci reappeared yesterday. He reappeared. He disappeared, in my humble opinion, when Pfizer's sheet came out with all of the side effects.
What? I didn't see that.
It was around the same time. We talked
No, but I didn't see the. I did not
on the
see.
radio.
So wait a minute. You're saying that these side effects are now published and official because
yes, but you won't see it unless you go search for it because national media doesn't talk about
Mhm,
it. So for everybody that got a vaccine, and you
Wait.
we're going through Pfizer, you check it out because there's an official side effects list now.
we got to
and
go over that. We have to talk about.
We
it.
have, and we'll go back. Okay, let me look it up again.
Official.
Or
While
somebody
he
can
looks it
send it.
up-
If somebody can post it again for us.
Jimmy wrote in. Jimmy's the guy I talked to at the Otters game. He said it's TuneIn, the app TuneIn. That's what we're on.
Tune in.
Yeah.
Tuning in.
Yes,
Yeah,
Eric.
that's
so,
another one that just
so
kinda
Eric.
collects
Yes. Pfizer released. They didn't want to release this until like the year 2070.
I know, but we did talk about that. We skirted
So
around it,
he-
but we've never talked about.
So
the,
Fauci came out again yesterday.
Well, so he didn't retire.
No, he's
No!
not retiring.
I thought he disappeared.
no,
He disappeared, yes, but he didn't retire.
No, he's like the backup quarterback.
But
still on
now
the
the
bench.
news yesterday was more than likely, but this is the difference now in messaging.
Okay.
He says you're going to need it, but here's what they're going to say. They're going to be more friendly now. They're not going to say you have to get this, you need to. They're going to say it's a good idea to get this fourth booster. It's all changed. It's a good idea. Now, for everybody that raced out to get a vaccine, we have to get it. Now we're being told it's a good idea to get the fourth booster, almost as if it's like getting the flu shot.
Jenny on Facebook, 9 pages, single spaced side effects. Right at the top of that list, I'll bet is enlarged heart. It's got to be on there somewhere.
Enlarged heart is in there. It's part of the myocarditis.
That
yes,
becomes-
it is in there.
Autoimmune diseases are in there. There's a lot in there.
Yeah, that becomes a hard no for me immediately, don't you think? I mean, just
Well, the thing is that a lot of people didn't have the choice. I mean, this just came out not that long ago.
I know.
And so when you were being told to get the shot, you didn't have the choice to read this or get the shot.
Yeah.
You had to get the shot. So let's hope, for the sake of everybody who got the shot, that none of those problems happen to them.
I would love to know what the percentages are of these side effects.
I think they're in that.
How many?
We've never talked about this, Vic. I'm sorry, we haven't.
I
You've
know
skirted
we
around
did,
it.
We did. I don't know if you were here.
No, I mean, not we didn't do a deep dive into
Angela
this stuff.
and Vic talked about it.
Will that be something that's reported more in autopsies coming up about enlarged hearts and more people, and be like, okay, are they in the category of vaxxed or unvaxxed? And they'll have some sort of column in the autopsy.
No, you can't do that because it's like
No,
this.
because they
It's
have-
like-
This is supposed to first go for people who are 60 and older.
This fourth
yes,
booster?
absolutely.
Okay, that's fine. But it's like you cannot sue over it because it's like saying I got lymphoma, and then equating it with
over anyway.
and then equating it
They already
with
said
with
you're
like
not
a
allowed to
fertilizer.
sue the vaccine manufacturer.
Well, whatever. I mean,
it was emergency use.
Yeah, you're not allowed
Right.
to sue. No matter what happens to you,
You're making my point
your
because
head could explode, and
Right.
you're not allowed to sue.
it's like this. You're getting this vaccine under the hopes that it stops this virus. It's like an overglorified cold that kills people. It does, but it's an overglorified cold. And you hope that this vaccine, which in theory does X, but in reality does Y, and now we're seeing what the Y is with Vic's little list over here. That's what I'm saying. So now that we have the Y, you can read it and say, wow, this makes no sense
But
for me to
it's
take
not
this
going
thing.
to be required. I repeat, not going to be required. They're going to say, health officials, it's a good idea if you get it. It's not going to be
So they've
like
changed,
it was
they
before.
changed the messaging as you need to get this or you'll die.
Yeah,
to-
and by the way, the Abernathys just texted me and said they tune in on the radio app. Tune in.
yeah, that's
Tune
the-
in radio app.
That's what Jimmy said.
Okay, I'm learning stuff today. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's what Jimmy said. My honors.
Did you put us there, Brendan? Because I know Chris did.
No, it's all part of our app. Our
Okay.
app, it belongs to that. TuneIn is just like it's like a search engine for things like
I
that.
will say this: when I go out of town, that's what I listen to is the TuneIn app. So, and it's awesome because if you could put it in your car, you got every radio station in the country right at your fingertips.
So
it's
who-
cool. It is cool.
All right, that's fair.
So that was what was going on from the COVID situation. I know somebody
Fourth
from the
booster not required.
With
No.
massive side effects.
No, there could be.
Well, we don't know the side effects of the fourth booster. That hasn't been happened yet.
figure it's the same technology.
Yeah, but we're being told that the vaccine effectiveness was 87% against COVID-19
Here we go.
emergency department or urgent care visits.
Preach.
And 91% against hospitalizations in the 2 months after a third dose.
Yes.
The health officials say the effectiveness fell to 66% and 78% respectively by the fourth month the data was shown. What Fauci was saying yesterday is, we don't know how long the effectiveness will last, so you need to get more. And that's where you have issues
Did we
when you
just
have
not make a
Pfizer
good one
coming
to
out.
start with? Like, what's the deal?
Well, it's a new technology. It's never
Right,
been
right,
shot
right.
into anybody's bloodstream, I don't believe. They utilized this to go after COVID specifically.
About 64% of the total population is fully vaccinated with at least their initial series. 28% of the population has received a booster. This is according to the CDC as of Friday of last week.
Okay.
And to Angela's
But
point,
we know the pace of boosters is almost stopped completely.
to Angela's point, we'll never know the mortality of people that got the shot. If you didn't get the shot, would you have died? Question mark.
I don't know that is on. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at that full list.
Mhm.
I think some deaths are listed because they happen just so quickly
Because
after.
of the shot?
because they happen so quickly after the shot.
Okay.
Did you
But
guys
they
see?
can't call, like, if I get the shot
Yeah.
and then die in like 3 weeks, they
Yeah.
can't call that shot related, right?
Right.
But if I get the shot and I just keel over right now, it's probably from the shot.
Okay.
Well, I mean, how long until we can prove long-term effects of the vaccine?
Well, we'd have to be long
What-
term out
what's
of it,
considered long-term? Where's the beginning of long-term?
10
Is it a
And-
year,
and
5
who's
years?
going to tell you that?
I think it's
I'm
10
just
years.
asking. Somebody will. Somebody's going to do the
Is
studies.
national media going to put that out there?
No, probably not.
No.
I think it's 10
But somebody
years.
will. I mean, but as we talked about earlier, national media is changing as well. So the rumbles or whatever, it's going to get out there, the story somehow. But what is considered long-term?
Well, since we're talking about it, I brought it up yesterday, and I would still love to know where you can get an actual FDA-approved vaccine or booster in the United States right now. Because I've had 2 doctors tell me you can't find one anywhere. Go try to find one, a vaccine or booster in the United States that's not one that is emergency use, that is actually 100%. That is FDA approved. So for anybody that's had a vaccine that, anybody us in here, anybody around this country, whatever got a vaccine, you got one that was under the emergency use, which means you can't go after somebody if something goes wrong with you. Now, the vaccines that are out there that are, quote, considered to be federally or FDA approved, you can't get them in the United States, is what I have been told. So tell me where you can get one that is FDA approved so we can get that news out there if there is one available in the United States.
There's not. So I was thinking about this, and Vic is right. Who the hell is going to cover it? Well, what if, ? Dave Grohl comes out and he says, look, Taylor Hawkins wasn't on anything. He was complaining of chest pains. We got a report that he had an enlarged heart, and he was triple vaxxed. All of a sudden, now you have a national figure saying something like that. And I'm not saying he will. I was
going to say,
if
the rumors are true and he's the one who pushed the idea of the vax on Taylor.
Maybe he was.
He's not going to come out and say that happened. Also, I think it is a fact that he was on multiple things. Now, could he have maybe been on all these drugs for the last 20 years of his life? Sure. But I think that's still going to be
we got to wait
part
for
of
that.
it.
We got to wait for that autopsy.
Well, you do have a lot of these bands. As a matter of fact, 100% of these bands that are touring right now, I guarantee you have been vaccinated. I guarantee it. Because
they're made to in order to, absolutely.
Because Live Nation's making them do it.
Mm-hmm.
So take a look at the bands 2 years from now and see how many people have just keeled over and say, that doesn't seem right, right? So there is going to be, this is an experiment that we're all in. This is an experiment. The government doesn't exactly know how this mRNA vaccine works. We think it works like this. We can't really go ahead and certify it. However, you can't work in New York City if you don't take it.
Well, Robert Malone, Dr. Malone, I said this 2 weeks ago on the show, said you'll start to see a lot. I think, what was the thousands? I can't remember the exact word. Regarding people suffering the consequences of the vaccine.
Correct.
Within the from the next few years. For people who don't know who Robert Malone is, look him up. Give him credit of creating the mRNA vaccine.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
I feel like I'm in the peanut gallery. I got my popcorn. I'm at the top watching all this stuff happen because it's not a bird dog being on radio. You see everything, all the news that comes in here. I have I have definitely had COVID at least multiple times, at least twice, maybe 3 times. And it sucks, but it really isn't any worse to me than it was. I've had worse flus. Vic. Now, I don't know. Maybe there's long-term side effects to just getting COVID. Maybe the people that are really going to benefit from this whole pandemic is going to be people who didn't have COVID or the vax.
Wait a second. So you've had COVID
multiple times.
Okay, so
he never took a test.
He doesn't know for sure.
So he doesn't know.
Well, the lack of smell and taste was a dead giveaway at my.
Because I know people who got COVID. I've never had COVID, but I know people who've got COVID and literally wanted to die during their COVID because it was such a horrible.
And I'm talking about my
everybody differently.
I'm talking about my own experience.
Okay, but so in your COVID world, COVID wasn't a big deal.
No.
When I got COVID, it was, I would never have known that I had it if my wife didn't test positive.
So your wife tested, so you tested, and then you are also positive, and you were like, oh, I guess I got COVID?
I guess I got COVID.
Okay.
So, but Eric's had bad taste for years. Look at that shirt.
Hey, I like this shirt.
Are you
No
nuts?
taste.
You need to
There's
just.
no taste.
I like his
Here, you see this door?
shirt.
Good day.
I like his shirt.
Does this concern you? Because we've heard about people talking about conspiracy theories when it comes to medicine. Jeannie says there was an episode of Chicago Med, I am familiar of that, where one of the doctor's moms wouldn't take her meds. She wanted to give her a pill.
Oh, my God, yes, I saw this.
That
I
would
saw this, and I lost it.
Okay, that would track her
Yes.
on Chicago Med. So there you go. One of these episodes. The doctor wanted to give her mom a pill so it could track her. It was on last week.
Track her to go where?
The theory is that you
Anywhere.
would take the pill, and that once it dissolves in your stomach, it would send an alert to the phone of your doctor, like, hey, they took their pill today. I hate this.
Wait a minute, what?
I don't know if
this
it's
is
a real-
fiction, right?
I don't know if it's a real
A lot of
technology or
things on
not.
If it's on The Simpsons, you know what's going to happen. So.
You are not even lying.
So.
I don't know if it's a real technology, but I hated it. I saw this episode, and I yelled at the TV because you guys know that I hate the idea of someone being able to tell if I've taken my pills or not.
What? But what is the purpose?
Well, the purpose would be to make sure that you're following the protocol of whatever. So, like, everybody knows I'm on thyroid meds, right?
Yeah.
So, in theory, you could put a tracker in the thyroid pill. And then every time I took it, my doctor would get like a little, she took her thyroid pill today to see if you're like following the
You
advice
can
of
be
your
tracked.
doctor.
The point being is you can be tracked, Eric. Absolutely.
I don't like it.
Does it go out of your system eventually?
Well, what they talked about was just that this pill would tell you that you've taken the pill, not where your location was. Now, however, if you could do this with the pill, telling you if you've taken it or not, I don't see why you couldn't do it with the location.
Right.
It's just one step into crazy land.
Yeah.
Aaron Bland kind of puts it back into perspective, too. Just remember the diabetes and obesity is what did it. COVID was the domino that overloaded his immune system.
Who's?
Well, that talks about comorbidities,
Talking
I
about
guess.
another person on the line, on the Facebook line. But once again, we're still not talking about obesity.
Yeah.
And 80% of people dying being obese. It attacked people who are obese. You have to attack the obesity situation in the country first and foremost. You do. You just do.
We the world right now is
There's
an
no way to put a
experiment.
Band-Aid on obesity.
It's
you
like
just can't.
You're not going to be high enough level 2 years ago when COVID came out to understand what really happened. It's going to take another 3, 4, 5 years to really understand what was the disease all about, and then number two, the thing that we tried to use to cure the disease, did it work or did we do more damage to ourselves? This is a fascinating experiment.
Well, the CDC
it is it's an
already
experiment.
changed the certain benchmarks for children. They've already changed like when a child can crawl and when a child would talk. And the theory behind that
I read that. Yep.
is that they changed these because a lot of pregnant women were getting the vaccine to make sure that they and their baby were healthy. And people are now wondering if that maybe changed different benchmarks. And that's why the CDC has pushed back some of these. Like they won't crawl until, I think now it's 18 months or something.
I'm not sure if I had a chance to bring this up last week, but the CDC at the beginning of last week also admitted that they falsely reported child cases when it came to they get their numbers screwed up.
A lot of false reports.
Because then keep in mind, we were told, well, you know, you may have it, but you don't feel it. And that's why the kids may have it, but they're passing it along. And we still didn't have any documented cases. I was looking for them. I would love to do a story on it. Documented cases of kids giving it to grandpa and grandma. But that was one of the things that would really pull on the heartstring. Well, we got to get it or we got to keep the kids away because they could pass it on to grandma and grandpa.
Okay.
64% of Americans, correct, got the vaccination?
Yeah, 64, 65 have at least initially started the process. Not fully, but it got the first dose.
And 0 deaths in St. Louis yesterday, correct?
Correct. First time in 8 months.
First time in 8 months. What does that say to you? It's
I don't
going
know.
away? It's going bye-bye?
Well,
Way of the dodo
it's been
bird?
going bye-bye for a long time, but the problem is Dr. Fauci shows back up.
And when he
Much
shows
of
back, he's like,
a good portion of China was on lockdown a week and a half ago with Omicron too. But he also said yesterday, well, we reserve the right to put restrictions back in place if we need to, if
Who's
we get
we?
another surge. CDC health officials.
Coming this summer. Dr. Fauci
I think it's coming this September. When it gets cold, that's when they're going to do
Don
it.
says, my wife quit Cardinal Glennon because of the fake numbers that they were putting out.
Wow.
Wow.
You don't hear that.
I had somebody at BJC who worked there who also left saying the same thing. That the numbers that they were giving to the task force,
how
that
do you
give to
know
the
that?
media.
How do you know
I
that?
don't know. Once again, that's a great point.
Elliot Davis is literally on his way down there right now.
No,
he'll
he's
find out tonight. Tune in to watch Vic
he's
hand it
not.
off to Elliot.
He's not today.
Tune in to watch.
Oh, okay. That's looking for morning COVID talk. I guess we
haven't done that in a while.
We did a lot of
We
fun,
haven't done
and
that
then
in a
we did
while.
COVID talk.
COVID, we haven't done in a while.
Well, yeah.
It's like listening to Foghat. Foghat used to be amazing, and then it kind of went the way of the dodo bird. Then we listened to another Foghat song. That's all we did.
I thought that was Soundgarden.
Did we just call COVID Foghat?
You ever hear the band Foghat?
No.
Fool for the City?
No.
Oh, my. Play Fool for the City right now.
Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan,
clown.
Angela Sharp.
Be a bicycle.
You little monkey. Monkey see, monkey do.
because
He's
that's
got
what,
the organ grinder over there, like, "Meh."
that's what Brendan does. He's so on top of stuff. See, Chris would be still moving at like 2 miles an hour.
What'd you say?
Foghat. What
You
was...
guys keep picking on Chris. He's not going to come back.
He doesn't
I wouldn't
care.
make the bet that he is coming.
we have nothing to do with that regardless. And I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. When we come back, we'll talk about President Biden. He had cue cards yesterday talking about Russia. Does that concern you or not? I don't know.
Very much.
Plus, we'll take whatever you guys want to talk about on the Facebook line, 100.7 The Viper on Facebook. Of course, you can do the TuneIn Radio app. You already know that. Share the show. Let people know what we're doing. If you want to give us a call, you can as well. The phone number, 636-695-2915. Back with more right after this. What is this?
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
Really? The Edge Morning Show. Yeah, we know we don't start as early as the other shows because we're a lot smarter.
Saving at the Home Depot means you can do more for less. Like making dishwashing easier with this KitchenAid dishwasher, complete with third-level rack and a Pro Wash cycle that adapts to each load. Enjoy savings on top-rated appliances online, in-store, or on the Home Depot app. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last. Valid February 10th through March 2nd, 2022. Free delivery applies to orders of $396 or more.
You are an electric vehicle. It's true. Electricity powers your heart. Want to feel your heartbeat faster? Drive an electric car. Made by Nissan, a company whose EVs have gone 5 billion miles. Built for every driveway, every highway, and every speedway. And where the loudest sound is the beat of your electric heart. Nissan. Electric cars for electric drivers. 5 billion miles driven by Leaf owners globally since 2010.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Weber Chevrolet has been in business since 1902. No other car dealer in St. Louis of any brand can say that. Nobody sells more Chevrolet, period. Weber Chevrolet is one dealer with 3 roofs. In Missouri at Olive and 270, and in Illinois Metro East, Columbia, and Granite City. All easy to get to, just follow the 270 loop. Also, all online accessible at WeberChevrolet.com. Right now, Weber Chevrolet is open but very thorough in their cleaning, disinfecting, and social distancing rules. And don't forget, Weber Chevrolet service departments are award-winning and second to none. In fact, other dealers send their problems to Weber Chevy to fix. Now during this crisis, Weber Chevrolet has teamed up with Detroit to come up with awesome deals to help people save money and manage their budget. Discounts, incentives, and the ability to not make your payment for up to 4 months. Weber Chevrolet since 1902, WeberChevrolet.com.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom. How the world connects.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion, first with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Shop local with Revolution Mattress in O'Fallon. When you come in, you talk to the owners, Kevin and Lisa. No high pressure and no salesperson stalking you through the store. Kevin and Lisa will help you pick out the perfect mattress for your body and sleep position. Most of their products are made in America with a 10-year non-prorated warranty. See why Revolution Mattress has 5-star ratings on Google and Facebook reviews. Revolution Mattress, locally owned on Main Street in O'Fallon.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
She does know Foghat, Eric.
This is from the movie
Dazed and Confused. Yeah, I knew that's where you would get it from. You know the song? Be a lot cooler if you did.
I like this song.
Welcome back to the show. It is The Edge.
What a great song. Classic rock still kills, man. I'm sorry.
Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp. Remembering her Foghat days now. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Oh, yeah, I do know Foghat.
You know this one, guys.
I do know this song. Yes, I do. I do know this.
Not good at band names.
Oh, we appreciate you guys joining us. Jumping on Facebook. Share the show. Share the show. Share the show. Of course, you can know the other places to jump in. You have to tune in app. And, of course, you've also got ViperRocks.com. Before we talked about Biden, 5 Democrats in Congress now have asked Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas to step down or be impeached because his wife sent text messages to the White House Chief of Staff at the time, Mark Meadows, urging him to challenge Donald Trump's 2020 election loss. I don't see the connection, but
I got a lot of crazy things my family says. It wouldn't recuse me from anything.
Ask President Biden about his son, for starters. I think
that's even more troubling. I mean, you can do a whole show.
Especially after people said there was no laptop, there's nothing on there, and now we know that that's not the truth.
How about this? How about every decision that our buddy Joe Biden is making in office about our friends in Ukraine and China are completely based on anything that is in that laptop right now? He seems to be really light on one of our biggest adversaries. So
that's a national story that you may hear some.
Who cares? Nobody
Judge
cares.
Clarence Thomas's. I don't believe the story is going anywhere.
Nobody cares.
I don't believe he's not going to recuse himself from any cases related to January 6th again as well.
I say who cares, but I also mean it the other way. If it was exactly the opposite, nobody would care either. Angela Sharp would not give a damn about these kind of stories.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking, do you know the ins and outs of the Clarence Thomas?
I know that he may or may not have had sex with a different woman.
What?
That has nothing to do with this.
No, he was the Harry Coke.
Oh, my God. No.
That's what I got.
That's not what we're talking about.
But that's all I got.
Okay, so you don't care. Do you care about Hunter Biden's laptop?
She's probably going to say no.
I know. She's going to make my point for me.
I was going to say no-ish.
Oh, no-ish.
No-ish. Because,
so
if you would come out now and say, got a laptop, here it is.
Yeah.
Here's what it says on it. I would be interested in that part of it.
Well, first of all, okay. Clarence, no one cares about, Vic.
Yeah, I know.
The January 6th committee cares about it.
And the things that go on. Do you care more about that, or does it matter to you that the White House said that he watched portions of the hearings for Ketanji Brown Jackson, and Biden came out yesterday and said, no, I didn't watch any of it.
Look.
Wait, what? They said he did, and then he was like, nah.
Yeah, he doesn't remember, in other words.
Yeah, the White House, Eric can relate. The White House said.
You know what? I'll get mad when I need to get mad, but you're right on that one.
The White House said he watched portions of the Ketanji Brown Jackson confirmation hearings, and he told the reporters, just, I haven't watched it.
I didn't watch that.
I thought it was Teletubbies. I thought it was Elmo. Oh, well.
Oh, my God.
No, it's scary because Vic is right.
It is scary.
This cat had to walk back. I think they calculated 10 things when he was on his little trip over to Poland. He had to
they
walk
gave
him back.
They gave him cue cards yesterday. His handlers gave him cue
Cue
cards.
cards. He wants a George Bush moment so bad, walking up and saying, "We will find out who brought down these buildings." He's not getting it. He wants the Ronald Reagan moment, the one where he goes to the Russians and say, "Tear down this wall." He wants the Bill Clinton moment where he goes, "I did not have sex for this woman." He cannot find a moment for himself.
Sexual relations.
Yes. He can't find his own moment. He's trying, but he's screwing it up around every corner.
At least anything she didn't want me to do to her, I mean, you know. It's just, yeah.
Was every guy in the world...
I only did what I was asked to do.
Was every guy on the planet going, "You go,
Zip my
Bill"?
pants.
Every dude on the planet when that
Wasn't my
came out.
fault.
You love that story.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. And he's like winking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you in Napoli later, gentlemen.
Oh my God.
No, Biden, what you're seeing now.
Yeah, cue cards. Robert Peterball, cue cards.
What you're seeing now is you're seeing a president that is desperate to get a moment that will be archived like George W. Bush had, like Reagan had, like every president had. The only ones that didn't was Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter had a rough landing in Iran, and he basically killed servicemen. The only thing that you know about this president is that he basically had the really bad withdrawal out of Afghanistan. He has millions of people coming across our southern border. You have an inflation rate that is way over 8 now. You have gas prices, and I look back at my gas. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm getting $3.80, $3.75, whatever. I got out of my car, and at a Quick Trip, it was $4.50 a gallon. And I was like, this is nuts. This is crazy. So this is what Biden has to run on in the midterms. That's it. And he tried to pull a presidential moment in Poland, and he almost got everybody blown up because of it.
Well, the other thing that we have to deal with right now is something that's going on with the president. I don't know. People are talking about this, and I know Glenn just put it on there. Election fraud bomb is getting ready to drop. Okay. This has been going on and on and on and on and on. People have been canceled now, My Pillow guy and others included, for saying, this was going to happen, that was going to happen. I'll be shocked if there's ever any election, quote, fraud that's dropped from 2020 after everything that we've seen and this far down the line. I know that yesterday, all of a sudden, we don't have a president that was elected. He was appointed. And some of these messages are being put out there. I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just saying I find it very unlikely that anything, quote, election fraud is going to stick, regardless of any interviews that are taking place and things of that nature. I don't see it happening.
So I don't remember who it was on Facebook that I just looked down at. Cindy, maybe. I don't know. But they talk about this great reset. I don't know about this great reset. I don't understand it.
We talked a little bit.
I know
There's
we
a book.
have.
You need to read the book.
I
The Great
will.
Reset.
Maybe
I've
I
read
will.
excerpts of it.
Glenn Beck apparently
absolutely blows
Is it
your
dead
mind.
on? Is it dead on? Do you feel like,
Well,
wow,
it's
that could-
starting to by
Okay.
2030, and it was the goal time. Great reset of how we do things.
And what is this great reset?
Eric? It's a bunch of different things. The
Give me the
basic
Cliff
point-
Note version
The
of it.
basic point is everybody being under that one world rule.
If it's
It
so
sounds
great,
like
why don't
it's
they just
so-
come out and market it?
Eric, you're thinking the wrong way again.
You're
already
right.
know
I
that.
am. You're look. I'm the voice of the people. I'm just asking the questions that the people have. What is this great reset? Is Biden actually letting things slip when he says New World Order behind a podium?
Of course he is.
Is he? So that's kind of a he just said it. Get the emergency teams, the emergency PR teams. We need cue cards immediately. Stat. I wonder if that's how the White House is being run right now. We have an emergency cue card writing division of the White House. It says, these are the guys that walk things back. That's the office right over there. What is this great reset? And I'm asking serious question. I have no idea what it is. And that's not being naive because it
To
wasn't here
dismantle
18 months ago.
capitalism, to enforce radical social change, to be under one rule, led by elitists,
Wow, that doesn't sound very good.
No. Look at all the banking institutions. It's a deep dive, those things. You've also got certain individuals who are now being called spiritual advisors, advising a lot of people with some crazy, wild stuff as well.
Melissa Blair, by 2020 or 2030, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. Like Birkenstock sandals and shorts in the middle of Palm Springs.
You know what? That's kind of being the dumb and happy and the smart and rich, or whatever.
Is that what the great reset is? Reset?
I don't know. Hey,
Angela, you ready for this?
Put me in a shack on the beach
and I'm
with
also
no
not
bills.
ready for that other book.
What other book?
What is it? 1886, 1986. What is the book?
1984.
1984.
Oh, the
I'm also not ready for that book, and I see more and more of that happening
Orwell
down the road of thought police, and your thoughts do not align with.
Do you
what
see
we
how
want
maybe
our thoughts to
Big Brother
be.
is already here.
Hold on. Do you see how maybe being in politics is a good thing right now? Even see how do you square those two? I don't know.
You and I have been through this.
I know, but I don't see how you.
What do I try to do? I try
live euphorically
in the moment and not worry about the future. And
even
not
if you're
worry
in a
about the
canoe,
past.
even if you're in a canoe
I try
that
to
is
live
heading
right here.
that's dangerous. Even if you're in a canoe,
That is how you are happiest right here. I can't do anything
Wait
about
till
the
the damn-
future.
but if
I
you
can't
can
do
s-
anything about
wait,
the
wait,
past.
But Eric, some people don't want to look at truth and reality. They just want to look at to be happy for the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I
That's
see
me.
there would be a bit of
I couldn't live
anxiety.
like that, but people do.
You're heading right for
But that's
Niagara
me.
Falls.
This goes back to the
and
three
you are
little-
in a
we
canoe.
don't even know if I'll be here tomorrow.
Really?
So you're
We
making
don't
the
know
house
that
of
I'll be
straw.
here. Yeah, we don't know that I'll be here tonight. I mean, nobody knows. When you go home, you don't know if you're going to get home safely. You don't know if you're going to live past this day.
I appreciate what
so
you're saying.
why wouldn't I try to be happy in the day that I have?
Because
Especially after, like,
because the United States, which was the first country to do this, gave you the right to be political by nature to help define
Sure.
what your
And-
world
and
look
if
like.
that makes you happy in your day, do it. But if it doesn't make you happy in your day, why would you do it? It kind of goes along with like
it's not really a privilege. It's like you need to do your duty kind of the way I feel about it. You have the duty to
that's how
vote.
you feel about it. That's obviously not how I feel about it.
But are you a person that plans for the future at all, like financially or anything like that?
Financially, yes, but that is the only way. And now I'm on a different path since we've had people call into the radio station. Right, I've got to buy a gun and I've got to buy gold. Like these are the two things.
Actually,
that I
gold's
learned.
going down, the dollar's going up. So who the hell knows?
Maybe we can get into it tomorrow a little bit too. Russia did some things with their gold yesterday where they associated the ruble with gold, and they're maneuvering around sanctions right now by the gold by using gold. I was reading some article. Robert Peter was but as Robert and I were talking yesterday, national media is always way late to the party, and you don't see some of the things that are going on. They've also associated gold with buying their energy now. And
They have to. What else are they going to use? The ruble's worth nothing.
Real quick clip. No, the ruble, it's killing the dollar.
Well, the dollar just it went up in value yesterday.
For the moment. And they're only one of the countries doing it.
Yeah, I know.
That would be interesting. I would like to know more about that.
I tell you what, elections are vital. It's once every 2 years. It's how.
Like I
Wait
said,
a minute.
I
Wait
do
a minute.
cast a
Hold on.
vote,
Hold on.
But it
Hold on.
doesn't preoccupy my every waking moment.
Right,
We
right,
have
right.
so much to live for, especially after like I talk to people in the stands at various sporting events, right? And kind of recently, I talked to a girl. I had met her 2 minutes before asking her to play this game. Did not know a whole lot about her story, but she was in hospice and she was checking things off her bucket list. And when I had this girl tell her story to the audience, she didn't tell it with like doom and gloom and sadness. She told it with like a zest and joy for life. And that is the one thing that I'm really, really, really trying to hold on to, not this doom and gloom and stuff. Like, I will vote, I will research who I need to vote for, and I will make my votes. But I really do try to live in this moment. I'm alive, and I have a lot to be grateful for.
You are into sports cars, correct?
Yes.
Okay. let's say someone handed you a dilapidated but badass 1969 fastback Mustang, and you're like, damn.
I would
thing...
say no, thank you. Mustangs are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Okay, what's a car you like?
Trans Am.
A Trans Am. Hell yeah. Burt Reynolds. So someone gives you a Trans Am black. It's dilapidated. It still has the fire. It still has whatever. But you have to do the work to make it, to restore it, to make it beautiful.
The beautiful
it's not
part
that it's
about
going to
that-
be great today, but you do the work.
I've done this. I drove it up to a station and I said, "How much money does this cost?"
Well, you did do
I
the
will
same
pick
thing.
it up in 3 months.
It's the same thing. It's something that you invested in to get a return on. That's what the United States is. You invest in it to get your
Right,
return.
but I don't need to make it.
And I'm talking about
cloud
voting.
My whole, I do vote. Like I said, I do my research on the voting, but I don't need to be like, the sky is falling. We're all going to die.
I don't know that you need to do any.
that.
There's nothing that you need to do that's going to screw up your day. But has anything that we've said on this radio station changed your mind? Like, damn, maybe I was this way, but now I'm this way. Has anything,
would say
any of these
no.
conversations?
No.
So you would never vote Republican? I mean, I'm not. Or if you're comfortable talking with it, because I'm legitimately
Eric,
interested.
She
in
addressed that though. She didn't. I'm sorry.
She didn't address anything, and it's just this is the kind of conversation you might have at a coffee shop. That's all. You just have more people listening to it. That's it.
I don't know that many more people are listening to me. I don't ever vote a straight ticket. I always vote for who I think in the moment, which is what I think everybody does, is going to be the beneficial for the world.
Do you
right?
take a look at the gas prices and go, there is no chance in hell that I'm voting this way? Because they're the ones that screwed this whole thing up.
I probably will never vote a straight ticket in my whole life. So no, are you asking me if I'm going to vote a straight Republican ticket? Probably not.
Well, then that means you do your due diligence to find out who these people are.
I do that. And I also on the random things that your city randomly throws in there. Because, the verbiage on those are always really wacky. So you always want to read those. But that doesn't need to consume my day. Like, we talk about, today,
that
we
just
had
doesn't
a lot of fun
consume
for the
anyone's
first hour.
day.
The second hour, not so much fun, a little bit of doom and gloom. I'm going to go home and think about the first hour, not the second hour. It's not something that's going to fester in my brain.
No.
Because we have so much, especially myself. I have
What
so
do you
much
think
to be
from the
grateful for.
Facebook line? What do you think of the inflation rate now? $75 a ticket for Busch Stadium opening day.
Woo! What?
I mean,
what?
Usually opening day is a little high, so 75
No.
in my head is a little low.
They need to make back
kidding me?
2.5
No,
mil for
Angela.
that first week.
You're going to
They're way
spend
high.
$300 for a fee. Oh, my God.
People love opening day. They're going to call off work.
So if we're not going to be a free country, no one will want to come here to be free from Jeannie.
True.
From the Facebook line. Also, Robert Peterball jumped in on this when I was talking about the gold, which is a major issue. It really is. If India, China, and others follow what Russia did yesterday and dump the petrodollar, the USD dollars, then the U.S. currency inflates, maybe like Venezuela's did. That's what's concerning about it. What if our imports demanded gold instead of the U.S. dollar? It could. Don't think that it can't happen, because it can.
You're correct.
And then the U.S. dollar goes bye-bye, and everything, life as we know it, could be evaporated like that. 6 months.
Yep.
The dollar, boom, just like that. But we don't think it because we're happy, we're entertained, we're TikTok. Let's have fun, entertainers. Everything's fun. Let's be happy.
And that's why and that's why it's so concerning.
What's going to happen
when an
but
American
then-
president has cue cards? That's why it's concerning.
But Eric, some people, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I can't complain about it. I don't want to see what's coming down the track.
But
I'm gonna look at what I can do to have fun today.
Does that great reset come with everybody's credit being reset, like in Fight Club?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't a lot of people wish.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm no longer a 550. I'm a 720. That would be nice.
Yeah.
That's the great reset that we all need. And then people have buying
No,
power.
because you won't have credit. You're not.
No, you'll
in the
have
great
buying
reset,
power.
You don't get credit. You don't get to buy stuff. They give you stuff. You take what you get.
And you don't
You
throw a
shut
fit.
up and you be happy.
Damn, what a great life.
Well, that's the beginning of communism,
Yeah.
socialism,
Shut up and be
Marxist
happy.
ideas.
And don't you even think about thinking about something that we don't tell you to think about.
Alan Ripper says family of 5. $375 for tickets plus parking and concessions. $500 a day at the old ballpark.
Yeah, my brother took his kids last year, maybe. And they're only a family of 4, and it was, I think he said real close to that, like 2 something.
Go to the movies. Go to the movies on a regular day, not like the $5 Tuesdays. Family of 5, you're going to spend $125,
I haven't been to a movie
$130.
and paid for a ticket in a long time. How much are tickets? Ish.
Hey, Glenn, by the way, thanks for posting the exposing the election. I know you're into it. I know there's a lot of people who still believe something happened. My only point was I don't see anything changing at this point in time, especially if there truly are more Dominion voting machines in the United States than in the last election.
Yeah, just remember, if the greatest generation wasn't around in World War II, the Japanese would have climbed their way right over Alaska, right through the United States, and we would be a Japanese country right now.
That's what would have happened.
So it's the same situation.
We were bombed. It's a different type of war. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with more right after this.
The new abnormal.
This place is a nut house.
The Edge Morning Show.
Hey, it's Shanny from the Legendary Lunch, and if you're hiring somebody to come in and do a project for you or your business, you need to trust them. And trust is built. Well, that's what Concrete Bob and everybody over at Concrete Masters does every day. They build trust, and they do it with quality work. And it shows in their porches and patios, the driveways and walkways they pour, the garages. Whether it's commercial or residential, Concrete Masters does it all. For new projects to tear out and replacement, if it's flat, Concrete Masters makes it great. So if you've got an upcoming concrete project and you don't call Concrete Masters, well, it's your own ass fault. Call them today, Concrete Masters, 314-486-0926. Tell them you want to speak to Concrete Bob and plan your next project today. 314-486-0926. It's Concrete Masters.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandStorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Hi, this is Curtis Barks from Complete Auto Body and Repair. We're now open at our new location in Cottleville. Whether you have a newer driver in high school or you're sending someone off to college, get a little peace of mind by getting an oil change along with a systems and fluid check done by our professionals. Come in to Complete Auto Body and Repair at our new Cottleville location on Highway N, just west of Mid Rivers. Online at CompleteAB.com. Others can't compete with Complete.
Dad, and service.
Oh, yeah, and service.
He fixed the car.
Did you know that many people with high blood pressure may never experience symptoms? Monitor your health and know your numbers by maintaining your regular wellness appointments. Doctors with Barnes Jewish St. Peter's Hospital and Progress West Hospital are open for in-person and virtual visits. Don't wait for your body to alert you that there's a problem. Call 636-928-WELL to find a doctor today. That's 636-928-WELL.
People's Bank and Trust is helping you get a grip on your finances with our new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills all from the palm of your hand. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net for more information and to start using mobile banking. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were yelling at another car while driving, let me say it again. You need to calm down. Yelling is just making everyone as stressed out as you are and letting them all know that you definitely aren't trying to save with Progressive Snapshot. And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't yelling at another car, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider and are only available if the provider determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey guys, good news. The expensive little blue pill is now generic, which means the prescription medication to treat ED is super affordable at 4hims.com. And now get your first online doctor's visit free at 4hims.com. That's right. Zero copay, no awkward face-to-face conversations to get your prescription. That's really good news. To start your free online visit, go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/joy.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus,
I just did that so Angela would be stuck in your head the rest of the day.
I know, it's going to be stuck in my head all day. I'm going to sing that whole circus song.
Have an awesome day, everybody. We got to get out of here. We appreciate you listening to The Edge and making it what it is. Thanks for your comment line. It is the best anywhere because you guys make it that way.
I swear, these guys on Facebook could have their own radio show. I would listen to it.
Okay. I agree.
Right. I'm telling you, man, you guys are smart out there on the Facebooks.
Eric would like you to stop listening to us and do your own show.
They're good producers.
Thank you for listening.
I'm telling you what, you guys are smart. I'll meet you guys at Starbucks here in about 20 minutes. Let's go.
That's what you do. You hang out at Starbucks and your couch.
All you millennials. Okay. Starbucks.
Your Wentzville couch.
Yeah.
Is your couch still in Wentzville?
Yes.
Okay.
He chuckled like he wasn't exactly sure.
Well, I didn't know. I just want to make sure. That's funny. Eric Johnson.
You get visitation rights to your couch.
I'll even invite
Angela
John
Sharp.
Parker. John, show up,
Come
man.
visit.
To your couch or
No,
to Starbucks?
no,
to
to
Starbucks. Starbucks.
Which Starbucks?
He
Where are
will
people-
definitely bring the...
Where are people supposed to meet you at Starbucks?
He's not
Which
coming
one?
all the way out here.
He's
to go
not
to
coming all the way
Starbucks
out
with
here?
you. No.
He
You know
doesn't
why?
cross the bridge.
Nobody crosses the Stan Bridge, you guys.
I could talk John Parker into moving to St. Charles.
Well, Chris does, and St. Charles, the people don't really cross the bridge that much either.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody crosses this bridge. Like,
Chris,
I had friends
you
in
can't
St.
get
Charles
Chris
that
to cross
refused
the
to come
bridge.
to St. Louis.
All I need is one day with Jane Duker and John, and I could switch their
Okay,
entire way
John
of thinking.
says he will come hang out with you.
I think I've seen John in St. Charles a few times, actually, now that I think about it.
He was in the studio once.
He came in here?
Well, that doesn't count.
I bet that was a fun day.
He sat in your spot.
Well, that's okay.
It probably still smells like cologne. That's the cologne you smell.
The cologne
Yeah.
I smell all the time. It's
He's
John.
so classy, he wears like the nice shoes
He's
without
always
socks.
very well dressed. That's one that you cannot take that away from John Parker.
He is a very dapper
He's the
man.
most well dressed.
He's got a handkerchief in his jacket that he doesn't use. That's how classy he
He wears
is.
a pocket square in his pajamas to bed.
Guys, have an awesome day. We'll see you for Fox 2 News at 5 and 9 tonight. I'm going to wear something purple tonight.
In a pocket
I
square.
like the idea of purple.
Yep, there you go. A little purple tonight. Have a great day, guys.
This is the Morning Edge with Eric Johnson, and Eric Johnson.
Whatever.
KFNS